Motion to approve the agenda. Second. I assume you all have read the minutes of the last meeting held on July the 30th. Any questions, any errors?
I was told to read it through.
Didn't find any. Motion that we approve the minutes of the last council meeting.
So moved.
Second. Unanimous. The financials. We'll rather hurriedly run through those. Okay, our fiscal year began on July 1, 2019, and the combined fund in all accounts, including certificates of deposit, was $2,953,000 and some change. And this figure represents a decrease of $28,712.82 for the month of July. Now that decrease was primarily due to annual payments made during the first month of our fiscal year, and those annual payments totaled approximately $50,000. And if you will look at the first sheet, or the long sheet, I should say, Exhibit B. If you will notice during the first 6 months of this calendar year, starting in January, our revenue stream has increased steadily. Each month except one, we've had revenue in excess of $100,000, and one was in excess of $200,000, so that's good. For the first 2 months of this year, our revenue stream also showing marked increases in our municipal court. In July, we had 40,000, and also in March and April, we exceeded 40,000. And I've been told by a reliable source that we anticipate August also being over 40,000. So our financials are looking very good. Motion, we approve the financials.
So moved. Second.
Very good. I appreciate y'all speaking up. Okay, the first reading of ordinance number 1901 pertaining to the annexation. This is the first reading. There will be a reading, second reading will be held in September. No, we pretty well covered that. Okay, the first reading of ordinance number 1901. I'm not going to read the ordinance in its entirety. I can never get through it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We have pretty well covered the ordinance. Everything is kosher as far as the signing, and if you'll notice, it's been signed by the city attorney, and each council member has to sign it after the second reading. Any questions on this first reading of the ordinance? Motion that we approve the first reading.
When we gotta do, yeah, your name.
Yeah, we have to have your ayes or nays, so raise your hand. Everybody wants to approve the ordinance. We have 4 ayes, 0 nays. Next is there's a memo in the file from me addressed to the council members, and it pertains to Ms. Kenny here. And it's self-explanatory, and it pertains to us purchasing. Right now, he's using his own vehicle just trying to consummate a sale, and you see the Blue Book price, you should have a copy of it in the memo. And you see the current odometer reading, it's pretty high odometer reading, but the vehicle is in good mechanical condition, and you can, I mean, if anybody wants to go out and look at it and check it, we just got to reach a negotiated price.
You recommended to just go in the middle of the, price range then?
Yeah, but the owner is driving a hard bargain. He don't wanna take that, so we're gonna have to look at the upper level on the Blue Book, and we'll pass a hat to pay the rest of it.
No blame you.
Ain't no cheap trucks out there anymore.
No, there's really not.
Boy, I can tell
And
you
it's-
that.
And it's only fair that we do it because he's using his own gas and so forth. And Kenny, you would also park it here rather than drive to Chairlawn, right? You would park it at your parents' house?
May I comment on this?
Yes, you may.
We noticed when you put the trash out, this is working people, they get up and leave in the morning, and the dogs and the crows and the bears and whatever throws garbage all over the
Get
city.
coyotes.
So Kenny just up on his own, just would take his own vehicle and go, pick up cars.
Drive the whole route.
And so, when his mother was operating on it, I volunteered to go do it in my truck. And it was unbelievable how much I would pick up, and through 3 loads. And not only is he wearing his truck out, but he's saving our truck, our big truck sitting up there that runs about twice as much
See,
garbage.
he brings it back, gets in the back of his truck and throws it on.
Well, I didn't know he could do that. I had to open them gates to get it in there.
Kenny, how much, I mean, you're picking up mostly garbage in bags, that's how.
Yes.
Yes, everybody's got it all.
Okay.
But just the point that I made this, when we started talking about this, it's not only is he wearing his truck out, he's saving us on our big truck.
Yeah, and we would
The
use a lot
tires,
more diesel fuel.
The tires and the fuel and all cost a lot more than that, so it's a good investment. We could still use it and we need a small truck sometimes for the police to go put signs out. and
When
stuff.
he's not picking up trash, the city needs a truck.
And insurance
Kenny
is a lot
Kenny
cheaper
says
on
his is
his
a
small
good
than a
truck.
big.
So it'd be parked here, you see,
Well, he can
No,
drive
we
it up
park
to
at
his
his
house.
mother's house.
Or up there.
We can park it well,
if we don't let the police use it, it'd have to be,
He went, police won't use it, we just run.
we don't have any policemen
Run the
qualified to
signs,
drive
and put
a
them
garbage truck.
outside. Now, if they had say if we had something over and they needed, we could just run, Mayor Kenny wanted to run over and take them in.
Roadblock stuff, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, we need it primarily for other city business, because Kenny drives around all day long doing various tasks that Mac and I assign him.
For instance, last Thursday, when I was coming back, last Tuesday, I had to go down to Moe's. As coming back, it started raining. As I come down, there sat the truck, my parts, and he was down there in the rain cleaning out that culvert.
Stopped up, we have a lot
And
of.
so that's where it would be. You'll see it all over the city for different functions.
I make a motion that we make this purchase, and we'll probably pay for it out of one of our discretionary funds.
So moved.
Second? Well, I made the motion, Harold second. Okay. Who made the second?
But,
Then,
you know, if I use it Mayor Harrell or.
you use it me,
Okay,
I made the motion.
Mayor and Harrell.
Next on the list is a long letter from Welch Walker Associates. And it's a lot of accounting jargon in there, so I don't imagine if anybody read it.
is that the same thing they charged last year?
Same price, they haven't changed the price in, what, half a dozen years?
I knew they didn't last year, I wasn't sure about, I
Yeah.
couldn't remember if it was the same.
So, I don't know if I marked it in yellow or not, but $9,500 is the bargain. So, I need a motion that we allow Welch Walker and Associates to proceed with our audit for fiscal year ending June the 30th. And I believe that our internal auditor about has everything ready to go. They will probably start in October, Linda, is that? your schedule?
October 21st.
October 21st.
Yes, and you sent it out last week.
So we're eager to get started and finish with it. So I need a motion that we hire Welch Walker Associates for our 10th, I believe 10th consecutive year.
So moved.
Next on the agenda is Exhibit D. There's also another memo from me reflecting well, first, there is a letter which y'all probably didn't read. It's from Georgia Municipal Association, and it shows the new rate schedule, and I've highlighted most of it. Does anybody have any questions on the new rates?
How many do we have on the, like, employees, spouse on?
Employee and spouse only. We have,
Employee, you know,
we
we
have
have two
three-
different options.
we have 3 officers and 1 staff member. Let's see, there's
Employee only, we've only got one.
employee only, we've only got Larry Callahan.
Okay.
And let's see, the officers would be, 2 of them are present, Shane and Valerie, and then I believe Tommy, and we're working on getting Tommy's, but there's a little problem that we have there, because believe it or not, insurance companies will not let you cancel. They used to all read your spouse living with you, the spouse can live with anybody and still be under your group insurance. Am I right?
That's correct.
But we've
Mine
checked on
can't.
it. So anyhow,
You'd be
and
surprised.
you can, and they can be covered, the children have to be covered till they're age 26.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah, when I was in the insurance business, it was age 21. Now it's 20, they increased it to 24. And then you had to be a part-time student. But now you don't, now you don't even have to be a student. So anyhow, this is a new rate schedule. The annual increase is $17,566.92. Any questions? Okay, I need a motion that we continue, this insurance, group insurance on a non-contributory basis for another year.
So moved.
Motion and a second. You know, by the way, it shows you at the bottom there, just for your information. We'll have a shortfall in the budget of $6,222 unless we can get this issue resolved with one of the officers as far as the pension funds. Next is business license. And this, we've had 9 new licenses issued since June 30th, and this is 3 additional ones here. One is a self-automated kiosk in the Walmart building, and one is Severe Behavioral Concepts, which is a psychiatric firm, they're on Maddox Drive, and one is Barnes Furniture Outlets, a retail furniture store on Russell Drive. Any questions? If not, a motion to entertain approval of these applications. Exhibit F. We have our annual resolution authorizing a transmittal to the Northwest Georgia Regional Commission in Rome of the, what we call CWP and CEE elements, community work program, capital improvements element for Gilmer County, the city of Ellijay and East Ellijay. And a public hearing was held in this building just prior, well, I guess it was this AM went back.
10 a.m.
How many came?
By the three entities.
How many came?
I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure the county and the city were represented.
We had 8 or 9.
Yeah. But anyhow, there's been a change in this, and it's not gonna have to be as frequent in future years as it might.
No, sir. Ethan did the fine tuning. When we first had our meeting, I asked about a 10-year plan, and he did some fine tuning and found that we could do it every 5 years and let the water authority do their part of it. It still has to be done. But all these public hearings.
So that's a capital improvements element, and that's
Yes, sir.
because of their,
Growth and development, please.
yeah, growth and development. Any questions on this resolution?
No.
This resolution will be sent, will be returned to the RDC with a letter of transmittal probably in the morning. Next is a council,
Need a second.
no, excuse me, old business, there is none.
Oh,
Yeah, did we get a vote on that?
no,
Okay. Hey, y'all can speak up.
I move we approve
Yeah, I mean,
Resolution
anytime,
1906.
hey, anytime you want to interrupt me from talking, just say, I recommend this be approved, and I'll stop.
there you go.
That would be nice. I used to sit on loan committees, and they just, and I was in a hurry to go somewhere, and I just say, I approve that loan. Is that the way it works, Ken?
Absolutely.
I make a motion.
See, I got it, I'll remember.
Let me find my business.
Well, you don't have anything, because we didn't put anything in there. It's just, we just,
Yeah, let me. Okay, next is old business, we had none. And the municipal election qualifying results were, I believe that was in the paper today, is that correct?
yes, it was.
And there was no opposition for any of us. And I'm sorry to say that have you found out anything on that for sure?
I did, I got a reply, and it's not refundable.
So we made $1,400.
I expected to be.
Some of it will have to go to Gary, because we pay him,
Yeah, we're gonna pay Gary, what we paid last year?
we paid him
500.
4 years ago, I think.
Let's pay him 500.
Okay.
I need a motion that we do that we pay Gary Watkins $500, even though we're not holding an election. Yeah, but he spends a lot of time. Good man.
Yeah, it's just water authority report. Council does-
Okay, council members report, anybody? Committee members report, water and sewer
As
authority.
far as the water and sewer authority, I actually missed the meeting last week. I was out of town when they had it. I did find out we had a skid steer, Kubota loader, track loader, stolen from down at 382 where they're doing the rerouting the
Stole them?
stolen. Apparently it's pretty big ring. They find out where C.W. Matthews or any of these highway contractors are doing new roads, and they ride by and check it all out. And when everybody's gone, if they leave any equipment out there, they pull up with the trailers and load. They say they pretty much just get out of the country about as quick as they get it, sold overseas, so you can't track them and find them.
Y'all have any insurance?
Yeah, we did. We've already been reimbursed for all but about $2,000 cost. And for the JDA, we haven't had a meeting, but Kent's here. I don't know if he's
we're working a lot with the school system right now, trying to help them see some of the needs from the business community, and the business community working with the school system on various projects, workforce development related. But from a investment standpoint, we continue to meet with various folks. Got a second meeting tomorrow with someone that's specifically looking at East Ellijay. Downside to that, they're looking at a place in South Georgia as well, so don't know how that will pan out, but we'll meet with them for the second time tomorrow.
Sounds good. Housing and Development Department, Mac, any activity?
Yes, we've been quite busy this year lately. Under our new soil and erosion 0 new construction activity, it's 0, but the cottages, people from Manor Lake came in, and they were going back to decide if they're gonna build the cottages first, or if they have to build them as one. And, but we've got it, the plans approved for the big building and the cottages, so that'll be probably next week. Next month's meeting, they'll be already on site. Remodeling activity, I had 3. Tractor Supply is gonna run some gas lines out to their building, outside. Chick-fil-A is gonna put their, canopy up. And then Starbucks is adding 2 new air conditioners, replacing those. On electrical permits, I had 3 of those also. 752 Maddox, 202A, and then 941 Maddox, 2112, or 212, and then 941 Maddox, Suite 204 was electrical reconnects. So that'll be new businesses coming in there. On my sign permits, 1 was issued to replace the sign that was blown over at 941 Maddox. And then certificate of occupancies was 2 James Waters first lot, James Waters Nate, and then lot 2, and then Marco's Pizzas is open, but they're not gonna start serving the public. They're not open yet, but they're ready to open, and they'll start serving the public in September the 5th. And then here is the big one. Substandard, residential projects pending. Fern Pritchett, Clinton Sanford's contract, he will start September the 3rd.
Good.
The dig ticket number, one already's been called in, and so it's approved, and they can start. And sidebar on that, if you've not been down Maddox lately and see how they've got the college opened up, how it makes the city look open down through there. Really,
Good, yeah, I was
concerned
about that.
And it's good. And that's all I have.
Jay, we painted that water tank.
Yeah, we got the
Pressure
water
water.
tank.
Pressure water.
What about that?
Good look.
Well, that was a real nice, question, Matt. What's the status of Chick-fil-A's parking across the street?
They have a agreement with Billy Middleton to let them park there.
Are they gonna pave it or what?
They're just gonna, once they get it in writing,
Is it curved?
it's curved, but.
Are they gonna cut the curb?
No, it's curved, it's got a cut in it already.
It's got a cut already?
They're not gonna use that whole property, they just need like 7 cars, so they're just trying to park right in there. But they got insurance,
And now, is this gonna be customers or?
staff only.
Staff only, okay, good.
Been
Because
parking
that could be a problem there.
And the issue
Allow
is,
customers to park.
insurance for the people parking there and coming across, and then that's what they're trying to get the legal thing started.
By the way, have either of y'all 3 checked that road for alligator cracks? It's real bad, down to the fire station.
I've checked it, but we're gonna have to stripe it. You can't even see the striping as you're going around the curve.
Can you get in touch with the stripers and Larry and also Kenny, if you see any roads that need striping? I notice Yukon Road is getting kind that paint's not lasting over 2 years.
We may have to just go to that,
Yeah,
permanent plastic on all of it.
let's see if we can price the high, the real high traffic areas, we probably should go with that. It would save us
I was
money.
gonna recommend
Period of
that
time.
over there in the curve around Valero anyway.
Yeah,
So,
there's several, well, I would do Yukon Road too, I would do First Avenue, all the way out to our, well, to the Walmart, the old
Okay.
Walmart
all right,
intersection.
that's all I have.
Okay. Kenny?
Don't have a whole lot. Everything's been going pretty good, but Mike called me every Friday night, want me to cut trees out of the road and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know, and it always happens on the weekend. He makes Kenny work every weekend.
This is a typical wife right here. It's a funny story. We have a couple that lives in the condos, got a little child, and Saturday afternoon, the sun's shining, here comes one of the biggest trees out there. Power outage. So I called him, his name's Matt Dillon, so I can remember that name, and tell him that it's Friday afternoon, I know y'all coming home, but it's gonna be down for 2 hours. We got Kenny out here already. So I said, just take your wife, go eat, do whatever. So we're sitting there, here she comes and pulls up. And I said, Matt, you not get a hold of your wife? He said, I'm right behind her. Said, she didn't believe you. And it was. I said, well, we'll be first, because there can't be another one down in 3 counties. But we did. Darrell came and did a good job on it, and you always commend Kenny. The guy that lives in the condos also is retired from AT&T, and he started doing all that cutting, and he walked up to me and said, Matt, he said, you ain't paying that man enough. You know, he recognized what he was doing, so it is. We appreciate it, what he did.
Learned that from your daddy, didn't you?
Of course, he always pays you extra, don't he?
Yeah, I put him in a stipend.
Larry,
Yes, sir.
anything happening in the police department?
Yeah, we had, July was about a normal month for us. We had 199 arrests, 71 speeding tickets. The average violation was 23 miles an hour over the limit. 4 DUIs, 204 warnings, 31 accidents, and 38 incident reports. Also, I've talked a little bit about our potential substation there at Walmart.
Yeah.
And I was gonna brag on Shane, but he had to leave. He'd been working pretty closely with them, and that's moving forward. Hopefully after first of the year, where the arcade is currently located is gonna be the section that we have there, and they've also designated us some parking spaces. The corporate Walmart offices were just all about it, so they've actually called this week and want to send some more money to make it a little bit better than what we originally planned, so that'd be
See
a
if we
good
can
thing.
designate the mayor a special place out there.
Well, they might. It don't hurt to ask.
Anybody have anything else?
I don't.
Okay, we don't, motion for adjournment. See y'all in September.
I think we go get on the house.
4:20, before we get back.